Well, alright then. Oh, I just realized. Oh my goodness, I forgot to I forgot to change visuals. Oh my goodness. Oh, how embarrassing. Well, thankfully, not very much has actually happened. I guess I'm going to edit the stream so it starts around this point. But basically, we went back to the village from the junk heap. We spoke to Popola here, and she was talking about the... Actually, let me just... Considering... didn't actually see the documents. Okay. From the office of the Chief of the Aerie to Popola, my greetings to you and your village. I hope everything is going well. Our village has shut itself away from the world for far too many years, and we have therefore decided it is time to change our ways. As part of this endeavor, we have resolved to establish a shop within the village. It is now open for business, and I look forward to seeing a great many customers visit from all over the world. With regards to the sacrifice keyword you wrote about, one of our villagers claimed to know the meaning behind the term. You are more than welcome to speak with him on the matter as part of your visit to the Aerie. I hope to hear again from you soon. So, that's interesting. And so Vice and Popola, and NieR, basically, they were talking about how convenient this seems, and NieR just brushed off any concerns with, listen, if there's shades there, you know how this is going to go down. We're just going to head over there and kill them all and just be done with it. So, why not just go? And honestly...
The Aerie, huh? Alright, let's go see the chief.
What a soul crush.
You could tell from the music. Also, this weather, really suitably gloomy. I want to say that weather states are randomized at some point, or randomized at some point, and they're not determined by place in the plot. But I like this. I like the way this looks. Editing this is going to be fun. I want to say that there's dialogue in between here and the Aerie. Between NieR, Vice, and the two other party members. Okay, there's a bunch of armored shades. That's wonderful. Alright, well. So I was thinking a bit about the transition from Act 1 to Act 2, and about Kaine coming back in particular. And it occurred to me that she is completely, I believe the notion of a time skip has been explored elsewhere in fiction since then, in, popular pop culture. Oh.
Cannot fathom that village opening a mercantile. Must have truly opened their minds.
You think so? I have no doubts.
Aren't you glad to be going back home, Kaine?
That place is a shithole.
Don't be so nervous, Kaine. We'll protect you.
I got me taken care of. Worry about protecting yourself.
But anyway, I was thinking about it, and I ended up coming to the conclusion that, it's... At one point, when she's given the news that she was basically encased in stone for 5 years and recovered exactly as she was, her response to it is one of genuine shock, and she's struggling for the moment to maintain her cool attitude, or her composure in the face of this news. And And she says, oh, well, okay, I guess. And in retrospect, like, given the situation, at least given the fact that she does not enter villages with you, just in general, I think it really befits her character, that she's shocked by this, but also doesn't have much to say about it. Because she already has a disconnect from the rest of the world around her, aside from with NieR, Weiss, and Emil. This is Kaine's old house. It has been left untouched in the interim 5 years. Okay, let's enjoy this shop. Let's save, actually. We've made so much progress. Alright. Thankfully we have the helpful X. It is... oh, it's the chief's house. Okay. Well, let's go there. Emil is so politely just floating behind us.
We'll be destroyed! All of you!
Okay.
I'm scared. I don't trust anyone.
What about you? What do you have to say?
The Shades attacked again last night.
That's rough. The times, they are tough. Let's head up. Hi.
Hey,
The village is just called Popola's village. Oh, sounds like the numbers are in and they spell disaster for you. At the keyword sacrifice. Well, let's ask around, I guess. I'm sure they'll be receptive to our queries. And there's no X on the map. I guess I have to actually talk to folks. This person says you, I know you. Yep. What if I went down from here? Yep.
The Shades
Seems to me like it's just going to be the same bunch of NPC barks. Nobody trusts you.
The Shades attacked again last night.
And given how often they're attacked by the Shades, who could honestly blame them? Ladder back up. Here it is. Thankfully I can just hold A. How many dropped frames? 0? Excellent. I was thinking about my stream, and thinking about how nice an overlay would be to make. Not necessarily one with a face cam, but just like one that has all the necessary things to ensure that people know that that video and audio are still going. Also sort of a unique identifier, just to make it clear that I'm attempting to actually communicate my personality to everybody. I'm not just attempting to show off gameplay footage. This is not a long play. This is me. Oh, hey! It's actually a bunch of people. Shows how much I remember about this. This section. Grocery store. Oh, I think I'll take a total of... Or I'll bring my pumpkin, tomato, and eggplant totals to 10 each, if you're okay with that. That's great. Oh, it's an open-air market. Granted, you could probably use some, like, awnings. Items, eh? Medicinal herbs. 5 of those. 1 of these. It's very accommodating of you, thank you. Nobody knows about the letter. A sweater? No, a letter! Oh, whatever. Ooh, flowers. 1 of each. I will make more. Nobody can survive in this world without water and nature.
Yo!
Some weapons. I think I'll take the Axe of Beheading and Sunrise. A man's dementia drove him to attack his daughter's fiancé with this axe. Sadly, he hit his daughter in... Okay. Well, I guess I'll take this murder weapon. What about this? This spear's point is so finely honed that all who are grazed by it experience an instant painless death. Sounds like a handy implement to keep around the house. Wow. So weapons, eh? Spears. Sunrise. Seems like a welcome. Wow. Oh, that's great. Okay. Hello, sir. What wares are you peddling today? Ah, hey. What? Yes, actually. We're very good friends with her. I did in fact say to her, you and I are friends now. That's right.
Ah, crap.
Look out! This man is a shade.
So much intensity.
I thought as much.
Oh, let me see if I can enhance this. Sunrise. It's, let's see, Pahil? Mahazar. Sunrise. Yes. Okay.
What? I got bored.
What?
We were distracted by the local welcoming party.
Mind if I join you?
Kaine, the villagers are possessed.
But not all of them. Some are still human, so be
I
careful.
really hope they... Oh, alright, well. You know, I got scared. That was my explanation. Nice. This is gonna be fun. There we go. Hitting the Y at the very end of this seems to be very effective. I think I have a new favorite weapon. Emil, you mind pushing me up? Nah, whatever.
Get out of here! No! I'm not going to abandon my sister!
Kaine, who are they?
Don't believe her. This woman's a shade.
My sister! No! You people are the true monsters!
Stay back. Your sister is one of them now.
I don't care! She's my sister and I love her!
Okay. Kaine back in her dead pose.
Kaine!
Stop it! Don't hurt my sister!
These people are behaving as if we are the villains.
Kaine, look out!
Kill them! Kill them now!
No! You've got to stop this! I'm trying to save you from the shades! Please! Please stop!
Emil!
We need to get out of here! Kaine! Kaine, get up! Hurry!
Stop this at once!
Leave us in peace!
This spear is incredible, and I bought it from these folks. I assume I have to hang out around Kaine here. I'm just gonna leave her behind. Okay. Controls were weird. Alright. Let's see. I believe I have to go down from here. Oh.
Oh, Mom, it hurts! What's wrong?
That sounds like a private matter. Okay.
Go away! I can't deal with this! I don't want to see anybody!
Help us, please! We aren't safe!
Why did you have to come? Everything was fine until you... I blame you for all this!
Oh, the Y at the end is so good. At just busting through the armor on these things.
My husband!
And of course, I have to remind myself that magic exists. Whoops.
I can't stand it anymore.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Well, thankfully this game is forgiving. Nice.
This beast a shade as well?
That thing sucked up the villagers.
We have to stop! But kill them all! I can't!
I feel something from within the bone.
Nice.
Is this the true power of the Shades?
It will take more than a barrage of magic to stop us. The first to waver is the first to die.
Here we go.
I sense magic coming from the middle of that eye.
Come on. There we go. Let's see here. Actually, let's see if I can... Magic drop, magic capsule, spirit drop. That seems useful. I'll just use one of these.
Wait, stop! I think those are people!
Hold nothing back. Those are shades. The surrounding tentacles appear to deflect magic.
Ah, this is tough.
Such agility!
Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, I can't wait to see how this spear is when you upgrade it. And... come on, don't be shy. There we go. For the most part. Ah. Boss fights.
Defeating the smaller enemies has no effect on the leader.
Oh, but it does refill magic. At least I think it does. Yeah, it does. Look at that.
Now, focus your magic on the beast's center.
Nice. Emil feeling significantly less reserved.
Look out! Something's coming!
Okay. Yeah, I would describe that as something, alright. Does this help? No, it doesn't.
I'll pin it down!
Much appreciated. Whoa, whoa.
Its weak point is located around the back. Attack it from
Okay.
Emil!
Emil!
I'll keep it busy! You should be able to attack! From behind! Go around! Get it! Please!
I think at this point Emil realizes
Lad can take care of himself. We must circle to the creature's rear.
that letting this thing live is a far greater danger.
Move closer. You cannot harm it from below.
Or a far greater public health hazard, let's say.
You must strike it in the eye.
Oh, it has a little defense mechanism here. Okay, let's do this.
Are you there yet?
And of course he can't see us, so... might as well just chow down on some herbs. If I... okay. Slashing at these things. In fact, it refills your magic. Okay. Well, that makes it way easier. I'm sure this was tutorialized way earlier and I just forgot.
Did we get it?
It is escaping to the inner level.
I'm coming. Gotta catch my breath.
You were doing fantastic, Emil.
Won't help anyone if we lose you here.
So this is described as the inner level, eh? We'll see about that. We'll see how inner this is.
God damn it! We beat the hell out of that thing! How can it still move?
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
Those swirling petal things.
Unless we slay the core, all hope is lost.
That is such a cool effect. And it seems to be like an animated texture that's just scrolling across the UV map. It's really interesting to me. Nice. Just a little bit more? Nothing? No joy? No interest? Well then. Oh, here we go.
Help me take it out!
I'm on it.
Excellent.
Emil, wait! He's gone. His instincts have taken hold. The ultimate weapon is being deployed.
Amazing that they survived that.
I killed innocent people. I killed them all.
But you saved our lives. Didn't you? If it wasn't for you, we'd all be dead. We owe you. It's all right. Don't look back.
So, somehow along the way, we ended up getting a key. Yeah, why not? Let's just go. We ended so much life here. There was nothing left of this city. It was previously this amazing culture that was just built into the walls of a cliffside. And yet, even though, like, they were reclusive and, like, by no means willing to actually communicate with us 99.9% of the time, their lives still had value. And they're gone. They were just glassed. They were just, they were just vaporized in this spherical pattern here. So that's, I believe, the last we see of this place, at least for this playthrough. And when I say playthrough, I'm not specifically referring to playing through the entire game. The designers actually thought of that. Thought of how tedious that would be. So, that sequence brings up what I ended up having to consider after the end of the last stream, and it was that, like, for Kaine and Emil being ousted from the village, like, for all that is given weight in the story, there is a thing that makes it difficult to draw a parallel to any actual marginalized population, and it's that both Kaine and Emil have actual destructive potential that is inherent to their existence. And that's obviously not the case for any group in reality. And I think that's where any specific metaphor falls apart. Hey, it's nice and sunny out. It'd be nice if the other people in the world acknowledged the fact that there was this gigantic cataclysmic event that happened over the cliffside, off into the distance. Yep. Back to the gate. Back to the gate. Doing great. Ah, that's amazing. I also just realized I don't know how much we're going to head over, or how much we're going to see of that field, just in general, so I might want to swing by the junk heap and check out how I can upgrade this spear, because this spear, pretty good, especially compared to the sword I was using before. It can actually break through armor. How about that? Well, anyway, one piece left. We're making incredible progress. I'm so sorry. Loyal Cerberus. I wonder if there's anything relating to dogs from the underworld that we might have possibly come across. These people are probably not familiar with the folklore, the mythology that this comes from. By the way, oh, apparently we have some mail. Well, alright. We just wiped out an entire town. I think this is, like, this entire act of the game is built to give the player pause in some way, because when we were in Facade,
I fear the next card fate holds.
It was a situation that, like, by all accounts, appeared, at least on its face, to be functional. And you even speak with a human in there who says simply, "Hey, I don't care if my sister is possessed. She is still my sister." Anyway. Official notice, and it has a wax seal and stationery and everything. Anyway. As per rule 25,656, please consider that your official notice, or please consider this, your official notice that the King of Facade has chosen to enter into the ceremony of matrimony. Please lodge all objections and or congratulations through the official channels stated in Rule 38,585. Sincerely, the Facade Royal Office of Marriage and other legally binding contracts and concerns. P.S. Hey guys, it's me, the King of Facade. Sorry this is all formal and stuff. Listen, I'm getting married and I really want you to come, so get over here. Wow. Gonna assume the King of Facade, was 12, 13 when we last saw him, so, hey, you know, cresting on legal adulthood, marrying age. Actually, 13 is like the lower end, the lowermost end. As someone in my 30s, as someone in my 30s, I personally consider people around the age of 18 to be infants, so I'm sure I'll feel similarly about people in their 30s when I'm in my 40s. Anyway, let's cruise over to the junk heap, because we are going at a lightning quick pace through the story of NieR. Alright. That's one of my stock phrases. I forgot my boar, it's okay. This is not a speed run. Even though it might look that way on its face sometimes. Whoa, 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 hey! There we go. Thankfully, these folks have not learned how to navigate ladders. Okay. I can hear the magic being fired off. This is ridiculous. Get this? Seems like we are actually on track to hit the ending. Oh, Gideon has a side quest, eh? Oh. Okay, sure. The Shade Army. Five broken batteries, 5 broken motors. Oh, already has the materials. Okay then. Yeah, I mean, I did do a whole lot of grinding for materials a while back. Well then. Okay, strengthen weapons. Sunrise. I need more silver ore. Actually, I could find that in the field, so hey. And that would come with an upgrade of around, actually, exactly 58. And would lower the weight, but you know what? I think it might be worth it. In any event, I'll go around digging in the dirt. Perhaps I will find some ore. I don't know if my quest will ever take me to Coastal City. I forget its name. Seafront. That's it. Thankfully, NieR has evolved a double jump, and so as a result, can jump off gigantic, multi-story heights. Alright, silver ore. Still feel ridiculous over the fact that I completely neglected to turn off the overlay at the very start of the stream. I'm not too torn up about it because we're gonna see a lot of that content all over again. I mean, there wasn't really any content to speak of. It was like a couple of text boxes. But still. Oh, there's a boar here. Hi. There's a goat. Alright, silver ore. Copper ore? Who needs that? Definitely not me. I realize I'm heading in the wrong direction. Anyway. Off to Facade. Yep, so many herbs. Some clay. I was kind of thinking about, like, what I would ideally do. Hey, there's a silver ore. I forget how many I needed, though. Well. Whatever. I assume there's going to be some time in between Facade and the Shadow Lord's castle. And, I will. Okay. I will look for more ore on my way from place to place. I like how coming in here, you can still see that glinting item off into the distance, just to communicate to you, hey, guess what? You'll be able to go over there at some point. In any event,
Does it not strike you as curious to find wolves in the desert? No. What sustenance could they possibly hope to attain here?
Like I should have said yes.
Come on. There we go. Some fangs. Some... I would feel tenuous about... Or not tenuous, but tense about standing here. There's an invisible wall, but still. In real life, seeing that sand...
Scorpions look kind of like shrimp. What if you can eat them?
Indeed you can. Long ago, people operated food stands where they impaled the creatures on skewers and fried them whole.
How the hell do you know that?
Who can say? I do not know. Some portions of the past are inexplicably clear in my memory.
Whatever, Corpse.
What was it, Hussy?
Oh, Vice is old. Well then. Show me silver. Oh. Sucks. Well then. Alright. We have not been here since the time skip. I'm ready. Bunch of shades possessing the populace, saying, hey there! We're okay. Come, enjoy our company. Kinda enjoys a privileged position in the archway. I wonder if the weapon shop has anything for me, actually. Your prince? He's the king now. As per rule. Oh, hi! Ah, spears, eh? I don't have enough for all this. Okay, so let's see here. See if I could sell some items. Like... broken antennas. Let's make it so I have a minimum of 20 of each of these. Nice. 26. Stripped bolts, eh? And so, if I was a cliche, like, YouTuber wearing a Futurama t-shirt, I would say, and this is the meaning of life. So I didn't mean to do an LGR voice. Actually, it's not even him. Blech. What am I thinking? Well... Spears. The Devil Queen. Captain's Holy Spear. And the Phoenix Spear, that looks pretty good. Actually. Seems like spears are pretty powerful alternative to swords. My main fear with two-handed swords and the like is coming up with... coming up with... Or, like, that situation where you wind up for an attack and the enemy hits you in the meantime. Well, anyway, let's go enjoy a marriage. To the King's Mansion. NieR is locked on this path. I cannot move the camera. Up here? That is a complicated sequence. Hey, you've grown taller.
I hear your days of bachelorhood are coming to a close, King.
My deepest sympathies. I'm just kidding. You'll love married life.
That's a sweet moment.
Forgive my prying, but we are all eager to know the identity of your lucky bride.
Have we met?
Hey, it's Fira.
You have grown into a fine example of womanhood. I'm sure you will make a splendid...
Making a lot of assumptions.
Kinda is gonna want to see.
Given the fact that she is covered from head to toe. But, on second thought, honestly, like, what value? Whatever. Wow, she thinks that highly of us.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. Congratulations on your wedding.
He's so polite.
I'm sorry Kaine's not here, but...
How can we refuse?
And we get to enjoy this ceremony. A rule governing the timing and water temperature. She's not used to being accepted. Wow. Here's an important character sequence. Was there dancing and gestures and bears on unicycles? We know absolutely nothing about NieR's wife. Oh. The go to sleep, I took that as meaning, oh, why not go over to the bed over here? Anyway. Let's go.
いう停滞植えた
the zoom in and or accompanying Emil's interest in NieR's love life is meant to imply, and this is, I believe, from Yoko Taro himself, that Emil is interested in NieR.
ゼルガーンとキウデシ続いているカイザムときてとキゾとヤーズだトンシチイワイゾとタンサルアインだ
Finding light in the bad times is the mark of a true leader.
I couldn't have spoken better myself. Your people deserve a moment of rest and celebration.
So the food shortage is hitting these folks.
And a man works better when he has something or someone to fight for. Trust me, this is a subject I know well.
アルテルアッチさったた対決倒そう
That's not so much a rule as it is. I suppose it's structured like a rule of acquisition. I guess. I don't know.
How nice! A wedding! Flowers everywhere. Everyone's happy. It's great. I'm kind of jealous. Aren't you kind of jealous, Kaine? Oh, come on.
Oh. This is nice to see.
イギューと螺旋地恋アルテルはシリウス陽輪地こっちてサイトズセおてい聞く
さあ照れるた言うと
That wolf is a shade.
Okay. Oh god.
The wolves appear to be targeting you. Our opponent has the power to reflect magic.
And also reflect me. Press the X button once during one of these cutscenes, and immediately says, "Hey, you want to skip this? Press start if you do."
Here! 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 あさて久しろ決戦
改ざんぐさちあっち我
フィアコンタヨリリュ
たく
な
あたきおよりかちそれでたく
逃げたい。NieR、あ、焦ろう。
し、たかりきた。タサス、ゾリタ、できた。
NieR、
Perhaps not the time.
コス来た。
Perhaps wait wait until after he has stopped embracing her lifeless body.
カイズ。
歌を打ってぐっといい方に打ってやはりコス来た。インコゼルガーゼシ。
I would rethink this course of action, King. Ahead lies a battle you cannot win.
カイゼムヨーリ。
ザフヤ出せ。
ネン。
ザルスゼルガーザルスんだ。ゾルキアール。
ゾデイ。オラリキタゴ。ユリ、ペルアトル、カイゼムタトデク。ラックルトデク。ゼルガンツォイ、カラツグキテテ、カイゼムタエキウサ。カイゼム、ラ、オットときて。ソードリ、リスダカイ。
Well, congratulations, King. You now have something to fight for. Revenge. You know. Oh my goodness. Alright. I like that the sand boat is still just, you know, making its rounds. Honestly, like...
Yeah.
It makes sense that these people would be crushed. Some food. I'll take this festive gourd. Oh my goodness. Oh, apologizing for the shortage. No, my friend, we are all feeling it. Well, anyway. Seems like we have a mission. And the mission is, of course, to go to the Wolves' Den and just take those suckers out. They've so thoroughly wronged us. Okay. Why not save? Okay. Let's see here. I assume heading out is the right thing to do. Oh, actually, no, there's an icon on the map. How many times do I have to explain this to myself? Anyway, back to the City of Tragedy. In this world of tragedy. This incredibly ornate, multi-level staircase city, where people have knees of steel. Okay, we need to actually head inside. Yes. I'll just walk over here at an angle. Yes, I am ready for battle. Alrighty.
ゼルガン、キゾとヤージとレルイギュジケイスアウルアルテルアダとスコスラエダ
Madness. The wolves who attacked were only a fraction of the pack. How will you fight them all?
ゼルシタイ
Alright.
Alright, count us in.
デケワッチワセイ
We're not doing it for you, dumbass. It's for Fira.
Kaine, you can't speak to a king like that.
If this is indeed the plan, then let us make haste. We can ill afford another tragedy.
ペルアタトトッテイユラあるいは銀刀
The one-handed sword. Ancient Overlord. Well, I might as well take a look at it.
カイザム・アコラ。
ゼルガン撃つと避けた。
これでサト・アルテルア・チンクルチーラス。
アルテルやトラーヤリアフィーヤくすったあ
チン。
フィーヤギッキタタトサダキラツヨーリユタタキツシリウストサ
ティン。
ヨーリワイトソフィーヤとつだったあ
ティン。
ハンダドセ
ティン・ドシケン。ユー・カイザム・デク。なんだルアミ。
スカー
It's such a tense
なんだ
confrontation,
フィーヤロテとヤリカキクソで
delivered in a completely made-up language.
食いてえゲルだ。ユラ・ウラーデペアとカイザムってカイザムとアイソフィーヤ・アイサムってフィーヤ・チレセキタとトラゼルガンってアンダーゼルガンヤーイズガッチクルソカイザムゼスタルペア老体リスラ関係かけてしたすわれアルムキエルトチギサンってきた
アルム
浮きわせクユリエ
押して
キルタチエクグギリスアーガイカイザムより生き落ちずテクゴ
ユラ
カイザムチゼストズイわくれたしより
こうだったよりクリ
It just warps you there. Wow. Okay. That scene was really hamstrung by the fact that this is on 360 and PS3.
The wolves appear to be targeting the king. He seeks the king of Facade.
Ah, this is tough. Alright. See if I can do this. There we go. Okay, that's the king. The one with the glittering gold robes.
Wavering defiance. The smaller wolves are not infected with shades. As for the leader, the king is in danger.
I'll guard the king.
You must worry about protecting more than yourself in this battle. Go ahead and easy. Now just keep pushing.
Thankfully, the king is very resilient. Alright, king's alright.
Above you.
Here we go. Granted, it repels magic. Hopefully the camera automatically locks onto these folks. Oh. Oh my goodness. I don't know if the story is expecting for me to be this strong at this point. I think I remember having a harder time of it back during my very first playthrough. Well, anyway, enjoy these fists. That's a hell of a jump. Seems to have been impaled through the eye. And we got the key. All 5 keys. They are finally ours.
I believe that young Fira was perfectly content with the life she had.
I severely doubt it.
Of course. Does this not sound like what she would say to you? She was terribly proud of her king. And now you must do all that you can to honor her memory.
Like, part of a lower caste? I don't know. Really nice that he married her, but what about all the other people of her social class? It's sort of the same fallacy that a lot of ruling people fall under, in that, oh, well, I mean, the poor people that I know, like, they're all...
Is that another infernal rule?
They are all totally fine, they would not, etc., etc., but I know that there are some other people who would take advantage. That's a whole different rant, though. Well,
Come, you best leave him be.
I guess that's it.
This is the last of them.
Achievement unlocked. I have collected the key to the Shadow Lord's castle.
Now we can find the Shadow Lord. And Yona.
We certainly can.
We're almost there, Yona. Hold on.
Should probably say, this game is not a work of feminist literature. After, one of the major female characters in this plot, one of the only ones who does anything,
We should return to Popola and see if she has any final words.
is unceremonious, actually, very ceremoniously fridged, rather, to further the development of the king. Anyway, the king got his vengeance, and we're all satisfied, I guess. But no, I was just thinking about that. About the fact that, like, of the female characters, most of them just sit in their offices. I'm thinking of Popola, and I guess Devila also, if you get the bar as an office. Then there's Kaine, who is, like, dressed like that, you know, as an empowering way, as a way of showing that she's capable. Now, there is actually a bit more to it than that. I'm not saying it's a good explanation. I will say that it's more than just the stock standard. My sexuality intimidates them, so I'm going to thrust it into their faces as much as possible. Enjoy these tits.
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process.
Honestly.
It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But
I don't care if it's a trap. Yona's waiting for me, and I'm going.
I see.
I do like that NieR collected the last two pieces basically by happenstance. Oh, somebody in the chat is spamming. There we go. It orders animal. Off to Popola's. Oh, and Devil is here. That's great.
You're really gonna do it? The whole village is buzzing. They say you're gonna rescue Yona.
It's true. This is my final journey.
Hard to believe this is the end.
I'll bring her back. I promise.
About that.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
They're so reticent to talk about this.
Popola just loves to worry. Anyway, you be careful. Yes, do be careful.
I will. Watch over the village while I'm gone.
Alright. In any event... But no, Popola basically didn't help with getting the last couple of keys. She basically delivered, or she basically responded to a couple of letters that just happened to be... Oh, that's right, I have to talk to the person running the boat. That's it. Okay, let's do this. Overwrite. And... Ho there! The rear path of the Lost Shrine. Wait, is this where I need to go? Yes. Okay. Let's go!
Are we ready?
Let's all make it back alive.
Hell yes!
Okay?
It's a plan.
Off to this absurdly convenient rear path. And use my absurdly convenient spear. Honestly, if I wasn't... I'm interested in just how quickly it is to get through this, this playthrough, this part of the game. I think the only real difficulty we encountered... Whoa, here's a little wizard fellow. Alright, well, I think the only difficulty we actually encountered, was with the junk heap and the fact that it gave us an actual dungeon, granted mostly made out of recycled assets. But still a bunch of rooms to go through, regardless. There we go. There's that and also the underground facility. But that is not included in playthroughs, or in basically any New Game Plus that happens after this. New Game Plus is absurdly short, but we'll get to that when we actually come across it. Well, anyway, let's go through this dungeon for the, fourth time? No, third time. Mixing up, subsequent playthroughs that I did just for the sake of doing them myself and not, like, actual parts of this stream playthrough. Radical. Ha. So, a little look behind the curtain for anybody who's watching this, but potentially watching the archive. I basically have one viewer at the moment, and I believe it's my partner, who is absolutely wonderful. And definitely not going to beat myself up about it, like, honestly. I'm mainly doing this just for the sake of doing it. Lil. Perhaps the third level version of that is Lilia. Well, anyway. But no, I am actually pretty proud of myself for doing this, just as establishing this as a method for me to express myself, regardless of whether or not it's viewed, really, by anybody. Okay, so how do I get back up here? For as many times as I've gone through this, you'd think I would remember. Nah. Whatever. Alright. Continuing. For some reason, Emil and Kane have not come in here. I got a technical guide. Wonder if it's a For Dummies book or something like that. Weathered after 1,312 years. Maybe it's a hardcover. Huh. Okay. Oh, and there's this fellow here. I just maximize this. I suppose just the act of going through this is a pretty good reminder of how strong you've gotten over the course of this playthrough. Oh, and these stairs are out. Okay. Find a different way up. I suppose part of the reason I'm doing this also is to have an archive of my personality. Not like an archive of my complete personality, but hey, this is who I am, and this is the stuff that I like, and this is how I react to certain things. And I think there's value in that. Have I already said that phrase before? It must get so tiresome, huh? Got that. Take care of this. Oh, a rare item. A recovery potion. Wow. What is that? Oh. Stores all hit points. Alright, well, good for me. Just, Use this lance. There we go. Dropping complex machines. I wonder if I wonder if I am under-leveled for the final boss. I guess we'll see. But, like, somehow I doubt it. I've been doing great so far. Sure are. Use with martial arts, eh? See if I can do this. Sil, Sulka, evade. Well, that Shozar looks interesting, but I get the feeling that's for the defend part. I got a flashy hat? Tell me about this hat. I must see. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, wait. Raw materials. It's just a fancy hat. I suppose it's also difficult to navigate this area, in part because it is, like, so much of it looks so similar to every other part. And is this it? Will this bring us to the walkway that leads to the final floor? I was thinking about, like, areas or ways in which I would want to play the sequel to this. Sorry, excuse me. I don't know if I want to stream it, since I actually haven't beaten it yet. I've played a small amount of it, and I do know a few things about it. I actually know, like, basically the ultimate ending, and that's it. Just ended up being spoiled on it somehow. Nah. Not to say that that's, like, turned me off of it, but, I believe leading up to this, I was thinking about, like, well, okay, if I want to play this, I want to make sure that I play it the right way, and I want to maximize my enjoyment because I love the prior games so much, and I really do. Like, there's a reason I've played this game so many times, and it's because I'm really endeared by its setting and its characters. I don't know if endeared is the right word. Well, anyway. I wonder if there's a quick way to get up there. Oh. Try it again. You're really helping, Kaine. Nope, no such luck. Well, whatever. Oh, this is already in place. I'm just gonna continue to kill these fellows. Get rid of you. Okay. What else? Nice. If I save... Oh, actually, going up to the post box itself replenishes my health completely. Oh shit, Fully Loaded's in the chat. Hey, good to see ya. It is a-okay that you didn't watch the previous archive. I will say, however, like, there is one aspect of it, and, like, that is Emil right now. Emil looks like this now. Has this, like, basically just look up NieR Emil in Google search, and, you will see this wonderful Jack Skellington figure right here. So anyway. Yes, I do in fact say swears, but only in certain situations. Also, there...
Such an ominous sight, and yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Weiss and I first met.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Weiss?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
Sure, just float into my spear tip. Whatever. Anyway, what was I talking about? Regardless. We are on the run-up to the Shadow Lord's castle at the end of the 5-year time skip part. Actually, this entire part of the game has gone incredibly quickly. In part because I'm completely skipping side quests and saving those for an entire different stream/video later on. Anyway, we had to collect 5 parts of a key to get here, and we have already done that. It involved, like, wiping out a village and killing an entire den of wolves, destroying the internet also. Like, that was a thing. What else? Oh yeah, just killing some robots in the junk heap. Anyway, it was a hard-won quest, and we have reached its end here. And it thankfully tells you cannot turn back from this point. Continue. Okay, Fully Loaded in the chat says, okay, I looked up what the fuck happened to Emil, so he's like this because he reversed when Kaine got all fucked up from sacrificing. Actually, it's a bit more complicated than that. There is a military base underneath his mansion in true Resident Evil fashion. And as you go deeper and deeper inside, you realize, or rather, it becomes apparent that it is a relic from the old world, and they were performing military experiments on children. Emil was one of those. He had a sister, and his sister looked basically like Emil does now. And in the process of fighting her, Emil ends up gaining the ability to see. But at the cost of being able to look like an ordinary person, or to interact with the world the way other people do. He's basically this foreign, like, alien person now, and also a weapon. He completely, like, gave in to his weapon programming and destroyed a village earlier. So, that was fun. Anyway. Sorry if that came across as condescending. Anyway. Alright. So this is an entirely new environment. I was interested in explaining. It's, this game is a very heartfelt topic for me, let's say. Alright, there's a couple of doves there. Also, I don't know if this was visible from the outside at the top of the Lost Shrine. Okay.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show himself? You must answer.
Must I?
It can talk.
I ask, why did you disappear from your world?
The hell should I know?
Patience. I believe this is some manner of password.
A password?
Yes, the correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true voice show himself? I ask, why did you disappear from your world? You must answer.
Okay. So, this is sort of a comprehension test, but also it's, through trial and error, it can also become a storytelling moment. The answer to this is, I believe, because of a black disease.
I answer because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
By acquiring leaves of the sacred tree, is not the right answer. The answer is by separating body from soul.
I answer by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination?
I wonder. Let's see. I appreciate that the wrong answers are just absolute fantasy cliches, but the answer is they are placed in their corresponding shells.
I answer they are placed in their corresponding shells.
And I don't think the player is meant to actually know any of this. It is possible that it's stated at some point earlier, but I believe it's just something that you're meant to either have gained from context looking at the story, or to just trial and error your way through it.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master.
Nice.
You may enter.
Well then, seems the way is open.
Okay. Simple as that.
It's the twins from your village.
Popola, Devila, what are you doing?
Throughout our quest to get the key to enter the Shadow Lord's castle, Popola and Devila have been just sort of basically dragging their feet, and this is why.
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
We're asking questions.
I love the the inherent condescension to responding to any question with shh. I mean, I think there was a prompt earlier that said it is impossible to go back, so I'm just gonna skip it. I will say that I'm here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice. No, I suppose not. How sad. We didn't want to fight you. It's true. We didn't want to.
Devila? What's happening?
Sorry. This is our fate. I spoke the truth. We did not want to fight you. We wanted to put it off for 100 years or so, until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
These shades.
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
We never thought you'd go.
You're right about the lighting engine for this being really, really bizarre.
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
Fully loaded in the chat mentioning that their lips feel. That is ridiculous of me to say. But they look, unnatural.
My powers.
Shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed versions.
Of course.
Line them up.
The power came from us and passed to us. They simply loaned me a small portion of it.
Weiss, are you alright?
Devil, why are you doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
So I'm approaching this from the perspective of somebody who knows the story in full, and so I'm just struggling.
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
The Shadow Lord? You've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
Devila and Popola are fighting.
Yes.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of
You all right there?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest asset.
Same.
But now the latter seems to be far. Here.
Weiss?
Don't look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss. I am perfectly
Alright then. Forge onward. Oh, okay. Doesn't load a new map or anything like that. It is a long-ass hallway. Well, let's go.
I think I hear a waltz.
Is there a waltz?
It certainly is a grand...
Wow.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all shades.
royal ball. How utterly
Okay.
I think we're locked in.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
Alright, let's enjoy this discordant waltz together. There we go. See if I can recover a bit. Yeah, I enjoy that the dancers are just chilling out in the meantime. It's not that the dancers are shades, they're just, you know, adjacent. They really don't have to care. Nice. Alrighty. I keep on making combat more repetitive than it needs to be. Like, it's either I go all in on physical attacks or on magic. But really, I could just do this Dark Blast. Oh. Except in cases where they have this magic shield. Closed book? Wait a second, what's the description of this? Let's see, raw materials. Coming up here. Closed book. Oh, okay. The pages are stuck together. Well, that's nice. I'm sure it sells for a princely sum. I'm getting so many words. I'm not sure why. There's some games that you play where they're just replete with systems. And there are so many systems that you don't actually have to engage with them at all. I believe the words in this game are one of those systems.
They won't stop coming.
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
I do love a good
Knock it off, Mike.
Oh, missed.
Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes. Good plan, let's go.
Protect Kaine for us.
Door, come on. Oh, come on.
Kaine, hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
Oh, you idiots, what are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine, I'll just break it down. Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Come on!
Nice.
Kaine, look out! Crying or laughing?
These things are freaking me out. Kaine, what's wrong?
We need to help Kaine.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, but we got problems.
Much like poetry, this game rhymes with itself. In the sense that it begins and ends with a boar fight. Actually, there is way more after this. There are at least 2 more boss battles. Okay.
How should I know?
Kaine, are you alright?
Fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, alright?
Well, you know, they have jiggle physics. Oh, okay.
Damn it! How can something so big be so fast?
If they have jiggle physics, they might as well use them on whatever they have available. Honestly, it's not as egregious as some other games. Though I do agree that it does not look necessarily great.
Got it.
Hey.
Just while we were looking away for a second, it forged this wonderful armor set. It's the boar from Dark Souls. We need to impale it from the back. Oh no, it has a stomp. Alright, well. See if this works.
Can we even hurt this thing?
Oh no!
Damn it!
Stay focused, Kaine.
No! Don't fall victim to such distractions!
Come on! We have to keep going!
Move it!
Keep going? Alright, here we go. Oh, it's locked! No! Alright, well. Oh, over there. See if we can help. No? No such luck?
This
Okay,
way.
good.
Move!
That was, or like on the bottom, that was the boss's health.
Up here!
That might have been obvious. Who knows? Oh well. I appreciate this safety netting here, even though it is kinda... Actually, I don't know if it's messed up. Well, anyway. Oh right, there's a boss following me. Well then. I want to say that the game encourages you to just roll and roll and roll. Come on. Nope. Oh no. Oh, am I dead? Oh my goodness. I hope there's a checkpoint. Wow. Okay. Okay, good. As long as it's after the ballroom, I'm fine with this.
Here! Please hurry!
Alright, let's keep going. Right, and... Okay. Alright, I made it. Now to an identical square room.
Damn it, I can't get it open!
Attack incoming!
strike the beast while it's down.
Alright, come on. Could have gone better.
Oh. The entrance is locked too.
It seems that we're in a big...
Come on. Yeah, that chase was incredibly close. I'm gonna heal just for safety's sake. Okay. Oh, NieR is incredibly tired.
Kasa, 程度どっちいるとって。
Nice. I keep wanting to not talk during the facade people's dialogue, but the fact of the matter is, it's all made up. All you can appreciate is the intensity of the performance, and I believe it's well acted, but no. Oh, okay. I used a thrust attack and the camera just, zoomed way past. Alright, anyway.
Hey! Stop! Let me go! Stop it! King!
ギ、後で。アリクラさ。あこ。
No! Open the door! You can't fight them on your own!
サラゆうくく、大田沖、アルタ、イウトクルト、コ、シ、イルケイタル、イト、エチケイロ、アルテスタセ
Wow.
カーク、イシギシ
新中カレウタ、カリソンテーラス
アンダ、アラターテウラーヌ、ペルア、どっち
ウラーヌ、カイザム、どっち
Open the damn door!
Nice.
Come on. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
My friend.
Well, let me just push my friends aside. Okay. This is a nice little remix of the sad theme that they use. Actually, this game has multiple sad themes they use for cutscenes. Fully Loaded in the chat says, I love how she just slapped him and didn't even say snap out of it or anything. And that is true. I like to think they have an unspoken language. Alright, we're in a meeting room with comically oversized chairs.
Devila! Popola!
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
What the hell is going on?
It began 1,300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
It has a hard G? Damn.
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Alright, I can view those after this boss fight.
Weiss!
My mind...
The chairs are comically oversized in the sense that basically any video game architecture is oversized compared to how it is in reality.
I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact... Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him?
Oh, the sass.
All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
You lie.
Nope, not this time. You're not human. None of us are.
So then humans... I mean, the true humans... they're extinct?
No, they still live on. You know them as shades. Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
The game has been hinting at this the entire time.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time.
The question, what does true mean in this context, then, is, like, you could argue, the question the entire game is built around.
Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Under the command of the true humans, we live eternally for the sole purpose of controlling others. That's the only reason we exist. You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
To be fair, like, even with this exposition in front of me, it took me reading a plot guide to actually get what they were talking about. And there's, like, more to it, but I'll explain it when we're looking at the documents. Slash the credit sequence, I guess.
We're the same. You and us. Tools in the hands of a monster.
I'm nothing like you. None of us are.
I just heal up quick. This is not the final fight. There is, the fight against the Shadow Lord himself. I don't think the game is expecting me to be this high level.
Devila? Devila!
The Shadow Lord is the person who kidnapped Yona at the end of Act 1.
Hey, Popola. You crying? No! Don't die! You know, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devla, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it. This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much.
I believe you can only attack Devla. You see, their names, their characters are meant to be metaphors for the devil and the Pope.
Our tears still work.
That's terrible. I shouldn't have said that. I'm so sorry.
I love you. Devla! Devla! Don't you go! No, no, I can't be alone! Devla!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? You want me to stop? You think I have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like an animal, and you tell me to stop?
Popola, wait! It doesn't have to—
No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
We've been friends for so long. Does that mean nothing to you?
Those two have watched.
Really bold to have this discussion while these bullets are flying at you guys.
Coolness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
Just gonna, heal up a bit.
I don't want to fight Popola.
Stop whining and start fighting! It's the only way!
Devla! No! No stopping. No stopping ever!
The bridge!
Blast, we're trapped.
I've got an idea!
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right. You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride. You know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend.
I love Emil's flapping teeth.
Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
Emil.
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Gonna blow your mind?
Going.
I believe this is actually a trans metaphor.
Don't worry. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here! Emil!
This cutscene is an entire instance of, like, the magic in this game just being completely unexplained.
Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn. see all of you again.
The story of this game is it contains a series of metaphors that are very, like, that come across instantly to trans players, to like LGBT folks just in general, but that completely pass over the heads of cisgender people, and it is amazing. Also, hey, we're in just an ordinary cityscape now. I believe they painstakingly isolated the point where your character's name is said, at least from the Japanese cutscene, and it's just NieR. So here's another thing that completely passed over my head when I first played the game, and it's that, like, when the Shadow Lord is unveiled at the end of Act 1, and he has NieR's face exactly, I didn't recognize that, and I'm willing to bet a lot of players don't, because I don't know, honestly. It might be just the video game format that prevents people from attempting to recognize things like that. Yeah, it might be a faceblind thing. I'm not sure. It would not surprise me.
Let's go.
Sure.
I like that the main character walks into the standard third-person character position. Anyway, let's look at those documents before we check out the Shadow Lord's place. Memo. Documents. Here we go. Project Gestalt, as they refer to it in the game. Report 0923. As noted in the previous report, implementation of Gestalt mode can prevent the white chlorination syndrome we recently experienced. Transfer of bodily information to civilization repressed replicants is proceeding as planned, with the genes of the originals safely stored inside. Our role as surveillance androids to prepare for when the incurable bacterial disease eventually dies out is also underway. So far, this is proceeding without issue. Observer 021, codename Popola. Let's see here. Yeah, I agree with the point that 3D animation really pushes people to accept recycled faces as different people. That's a big issue in the recent Hitman games, actually. They're supposed to be incredibly overpopulated, or not overpopulated, but just densely populated. But they have, in many cases, just completely similar faces and exactly the same voices as one another. Anyway, it's document 1. Document 2. Project Gestalt, Report 9182. This document discusses potential strategies for the relapse cases we have observed in recent years. The term relapse, of course, refers to the catastrophic loss of sentience seen in certain gestalts. This syndrome has defied even our most pessimistic initial estimates and continues to trend upward with disturbing speed. With some relapsed gestalts beginning to attack replicants, there is an urgent need to take comprehensive action. We remain convinced that an unknown technological defect in the gestalt transformation process is responsible for the condition, but so far have been unable to confirm this theory. Research of this condition is now our top priority and looks likely to continue for some time. Observer 022, codenamed Devila. Project Gestalt, Report 10432. Shorthand Minutes of Case 23 Emergency Response Conference, Committee Special Meeting. Issue, Observed Upward Trend in Relapses, Noted and Discussed. Issue, Acceleration of Restoration Schedule, Approved. Report, Debate over using codename NieR for Human Restoration Schedule. Report, Preparations to launch Vice, Decoding System for Above. Report, Order Collection of Guidance and Release Code for Tara alongside Vice launch. Observer 21 and 22, Popola and Devila. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Project Gestalt, Report 11242. We have determined that the rise of relapses was due to an unexpected spike in the sentience of replicants, as well as a genetic instability within the original Gestalt. It seems the original's effect on bodies that have undergone the Gestalt process was not anticipated in advance. Immediate action must be undertaken to identify the links between this trend and the original Gestalt, along with its daughter, the relapsed case known as Yona. The Observer Contact Group is growing uneasy, so finding a solution to the relapse issue should be considered a top priority. See other reports for more details. And that's from Popola. Okay. I'll talk more about that during the credits. But for now... whoa, okay. Alright. First time seeing these people with their shields on their backs. And that is the twist. They are all people. But they are all attacking me, so... So it's in self-defense, I say. As I pick up a used coloring book from one of them. Ugh. Might as well. Let's see here. Healing up. Alright. Another book with its pages stuck. I wonder if this is one of those situations where if you're not strong enough to beat the final boss, then you can just load up the continue. And then just fight these folks endlessly. The coveted broken saw, for some reason, has rare item status. I suppose you wouldn't expect people like that to, or people to carry broken saws around like that. Intact saws are probably much more common. And so we go to the final boss fight room, which is just this penthouse boardroom. Or it's a conference hall or a meeting room. It has a giant projection screen. Projection screen. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Whatever. Yona.
Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
Also fighting Grimoire Noir, who we fought at the end of Act 1.
How could a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you.
Even though you ostensibly came from the same plan, in the exact same document. Wait for the scripted event.
No, impossible.
There we go. There's probably more dialogue. Whatever.
Be careful!
You too.
Oh, I did too long. Come on. There we go. Kind of reminds me of Breath of the Wild's Guardian fights, in a way. Come on. There we go.
Wait. Dad.
Yona.
NieR has no depth perception.
Dad. Stop. Please. I don't want this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She keeps crying. She says she wants to see her dad.
Yona's been possessed?
This girl loves her father too, as much as I do. She loves him just as much. It's not right that she can't see him.
I like that even after receiving documents, NieR still does not get it.
Are you Dad?
Yes, I am. Let's go home.
I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. I love you, Dad. I love you.
Oh, shades are allergic to light, so...
Hurry! The shade that possessed her is...
Oh, Connie doesn't get it either. Huh.
Kaine, watch over Yona for me. You want me to understand your sadness? You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my daughter and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Come on, let's go.
Just immediately getting repeatedly owned. Ugh. Okay, there we go. See if I can do this. And so I keep thinking to myself, why not just dodge immediately forward at the enemy?
Well, you're freaking me out here, Heist.
Okay.
Oh, bother. One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. All right, no, I'm not.
Vice.
It seems that some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice, I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But...
Let's go out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
Where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore to fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn man. You know that, don't you? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name? Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
They really play up that send-off. I suppose that sound is appropriate for losing all of your powers. Okay, one final wave.
I have something to defend. I have a reason to live.
Oh, I'm back to this. I can't go into Vice as my menu now. Alright, items. How about this salve? And a medicinal herb, for good measure. And more dialogue? Alright. just for a moment has some hesitation as he recognizes that the other person, or that the person he's about to kill, has exactly his face. Anyway, I believe that's it, as far as gameplay is concerned, for playthrough A. And I got the achievement, A World in Flux. What's it say? You defeated the Shadow Lord. That's awesome. Alright, well, I can't turn the camera very far. Nothing left to do but to accept this side quest.
Yona, are you alright? Oh God, no.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
I interrupted him mid-echo.
Weiss? Where are you? I can't see you.
That is because I have lost my physical form. Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your Yona is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her...
I like that the doorway leading into the final boss room has a bright green exit sign. That is such a nice touch.
How do I do that?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with Yona. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
What's my favorite food? Cookies. What's my favorite book? That's my magic stick.
Yeah.
What's my favorite place? Home, as long as you're around. What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course. Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than
I like that it uses just the default Xbox 360 text entry field. Well, guess what? I have the chat pad, so I can just... Obviously. That's an ace gamer strategy.
Dad?
Yona.
Is this my body?
Yes, yours.
I have no idea what happens if you answer that question wrong. I'm so sorry.
You look stronger than before. You look good.
Well, you haven't seen me for a long
I get nervous that a game has like taking it not seriously
It's like I'm a
mechanics.
princess from some fairy tale.
I'm so happy, Yona. I'm so very happy.
Oh, Dad.
Kaine?
You two have a good life. Okay?
Where are you gonna go, Kaine?
Oh,
You could stay with us.
thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
Thumbs up.
What do you mean?
Personal shit. That doesn't involve you. Take it easy, alright?
Kaine.
Dad, look! It's beautiful. For the longest time, someone kept calling out to me, wanting to see the light. And now, we can finally see it.
For some reason, lunar tears are just growing here. Alright.
It's so sunny today.
Yeah. It sure is.
I'm sure if you enter the wrong answer, the game just tells you wrong answer. But anyway, that is ending A of NieR. There are 3 more endings, and I believe they can all be done in the same subsequent playthrough of the final, third of the game. When you hit New Game Plus in this game, and let me set my controller down here. When you hit New Game Plus in this game, it takes you back to basically the part right after Kaine was revived. Subsequent playthroughs will not be anywhere near the length of the original one. As for thoughts, well, okay. So, I was told that this game, and I can't remember where I read this, I might be wrong entirely, but I was told that this game was inspired by the cycle of endless war created by the 9/11/2001 tragedy. And while it's silly to bring this game up in the context of that, I will say that there's there's value in the fact that the way the story works out, it's 2 rival factions fighting against one another, who are made up of exactly the same people. And because there is a communication barrier, and because they are blinded by the concept of getting vengeance on one another for various things, they are incapable of communicating with one another. I think it's really interesting just to view the story, not necessarily in context of that, but just to think about how I have to take off my headphones because the music is distracting me. But it's interesting to think about the story in terms of of just how it is as a reflection of the real world. And it's obviously not supposed to be direct analogs, or like the characters and factions aren't meant to be, they're not meant to represent specific things aside from like some very broad parts. I believe the city of Facade is meant to be analogous to Japan, as like an isolated part of the world that is very, very insular and very like governed by rules. But like it's still really like interesting to think of this story in terms like that. I'm kind of like discombobulated at the moment. Not emotionally, but just can't get my thoughts straight. Let's see. There were a couple of moments in Act 2 that really attempted to hammer home the point that you're not necessarily meant to feel like the best person in mercilessly slaughtering all these shadows. As a matter of fact, you're supposed to feel like garbage ultimately, and playthrough B really hammers that point home. I just realized this is the only game I've seen where everybody is credited in like alphabetical order when it comes to their last name. Okay, let's see here. Gonna grab this. I will save here. Which mechanics do you hate fully loaded? Oh, I see. Oh, and I have a nice little icon letting me know which endings I've gotten. Alright, well. Yes, I will exit the clear data save screen. Alright, and playthrough B lets you experience the story, or that part of the story, from Kaine's perspective. I did have a friend, and by the way, I'm gonna quit out to the dashboard because I don't want to be overtaken by like the game's attract mode / opening cutscene. But I did have a friend who said that he was put off by the notion of, oh, and you can see my little silhouette in the corner there. Anyway, I had a friend who was put off by saying that it was essentially a Spec Ops: The Line moment of, oh, look what you made me do, or rather, look what we made you do, and look how bad a person you are for doing it, etc., etc. But I don't think it's a matter of player choice. As a matter of fact, at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of NieR, there's this moment, and it's in the first stream video that I put up. But there's this moment where the entire conflict between the shells and the Gestalt, or shades, where it's catalyzed by a group of 3 small shades just hanging out near the village entrance. And you, like, if you attempt to just walk past them, the character you're controlling says, no, I can't do that. Oh, the village is in danger. And you can't advance without killing these creatures, which, like, you learn later, or you perhaps pick up through context, are essentially like young shades. Let's see here. yeah, like they've made the protagonist morally ambiguous to the player. It's more like you're watching a tragedy in motion, and I don't think the game is chiding you for being a part of it, because in my opinion, it's ridiculous for a game to do that. I mentioned Spec Ops: The Line. That game does that, and it is just, it's insufferable to me. Like, I enjoyed it when it first came out, but in retrospect, I could not play that again if I really wanted to. Or even if I really wanted to. Let me think. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I will say that some of these characters who appear to have died, there is a future for them. Aside from that, one more thing I wanted to mention. This game is it's a sequel to a twist ending in or like one of the hidden endings in one of Yoko Taro's earlier games, a game called Drakengard. That game takes place in a fantastic world that's full of dragons and magic and things like that. And one of the hidden endings has a dragon, or like your main character and the final boss teleport to modern day Tokyo. And you have this grand battle above the Tokyo skyline. And then, like, after you kill the final boss, like the main character and his dragon, they are incapable of surviving in this alternate dimension. Like, the physical properties of it just do not agree with them at all. And they die, and their bodies, like, give off this mystical aura that ends up polluting the entire world. And that's basically an Easter egg that you're meant to pick up from context. But that's essentially the long and short of it. That's also how the world ended up getting to the point where there's like floating creatures and magic and things like that. And also why the world became just this completely unlivable place for ordinary human beings. The part of the and I'm like gesturing in the thumbnail over there. One of the things that you're supposed to get from the document, or the documents that you're given during the Devila and Popola boss fight, emphasizes that the replicants, which is like what you actually pilot and interact with throughout 99% of the game, they were not meant at any point to become people on their own. They instead are just they instead just developed sentience for whatever reason, and because of this, Devila and Popola, as caretakers of these cloned shells, they end up feeling this incredible sense of conflict that comes to a head during that boss fight. I think that's it as far as like what I wanted to point out and get across is concerned. Anyway, that is the end of the stream, I think, and I really appreciate everybody who showed up. And I'll be here again next Tuesday. And all the Tuesdays from now until infinity, ostensibly. So that'll be it. I will switch to the BRB title card. And then, oh yes. Then I will bid you adieu.